Hey everyone, this is Tim Hinton, the Beast of the Marching Arts from marchingartseducation.com and the Marching Roundtable. Thanks for watching this live video. Very excited to make a big announcement today. So last fall, we started the Marching Arts Education membership because people were saying, I wanted to get access to everything on the site for me and my staff for one one fee. Let me just pay for a membership. We can get access to everything and get discounts on courses. So we set that up. And what we did was we rolled in the Marching Roundtable podcast archives to that membership. But since that time, we realized that there are some people that are just podcast fans that want to have access to all the podcasts and may not quite be ready for the entire Marching Arts Education membership. So today we're announcing we have a Marching Roundtable podcast membership. And we're not asking a lot really. For as little as just $2 a month, you can go from just being somebody that enjoys the podcast to supporting us and helping us keep things going. So we know that our listeners of the podcast are the most engaged, motivated, most awesome people out there in the world of the marching arts. That means if you're a podcast listener, that means you know there's great information. You can make yourself more valuable. You can help your group do better by getting that information. So thank you so much for being a supporter of the podcast all these years and for listening. We're now up to well over 6,000 downloads every month of our podcast. That's new releases and old releases. And of course, we have almost 800 now podcasts. I'm so proud of all the people we've talked to. Well, we always make the last 20 podcasts available to everyone. So don't worry about that. You can always find the latest 20 podcasts on iTunes, on our website, available to everyone. But if you want to have access to the close to 800 podcasts that are out there, then we're asking you to support us to help us keep the lights on, to help us keep this going. It takes us hours and hours, believe it or not, to produce every single podcast release. I love doing it. I'm not complaining. I feel like the luckiest guy in the world that I get to share this information. This is my mission, is to share this information with people in the marching arts, try to help them do better and get the information they need so their group can do better, they can have more fun, they can enjoy what they're doing better. I've had a great fun getting to talk to all these wonderful guests and these experts as they're so happy to share their expertise with all of us. But now it takes a lot. My accountant calls this my hobby, even though I've been doing it for 8 years. We need to be able to keep the lights on. So we're asking that you support us by giving us just $2 a month to help us continue to create this great content at the highest quality possible. And then that gives you access to everything. So if you go to marchingroundtable.com and click on podcast membership, you'll see where you can sign up for $2 a month to help us keep things going. And then you get access to the entire podcast archives. You sign up right there on the website. Now, of course, you can sign up for the whole year at one time, and it's less. It's just like $20 for the whole year. And so if you want to just sort of say, okay, I'm going to pay for the whole year, I'll support the podcast in that way, that would be great too. And of course, we have an option on the page. If you want to pay $4 a month or $5 a month, if you want to help support us even more, then you'll be our favorite people, and that helps us really keep things going at an even better rate. But you have all those options available on the page. So go to marchingroundtable.com. Right there in the main menu in the center, it says podcast membership. Click on that, go to the page. It tells you about you get access to all 750 podcasts. They're going to be special members only podcasts that we're going to be putting out so that only those people that support us can get access to those. Those will be out there. And of course, you can listen to the podcast and the archives at any time on any device you want to. And at any time, you can upgrade to the full Marching Arts Education membership. There's information about that on the page as well. Of course, the Marching Arts Education membership includes all the live webinars, videos, discounts on all the courses. Many of those courses are actually free for members too. So I hope that you'll check that out and consider that for you and your staff. But if you're a podcast supporter and you just want to help us keep the lights on, help us keep doing this, releasing the great content that we're so happy to do, then we ask that you support us in this way. And it gives you access to the entire archives that we've done here at the Marching Roundtable. So thank you for watching this. Thanks for supporting us. I hope that you'll consider the new Marching Roundtable membership to help us keep the lights on and continue to do what we're doing. I want to mention that at marchingartseducation.com, we are launching into our winter season podcast series. We've got 3 different series we're launching this week. On Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m., I'm going to be talking to Dr. Elliot Cleveland from Marching Health about getting your students in shape for the season. It's really about safety. And so we're having a series the next 4 Sundays at marchingartseducation.com about fitness, nutrition, basic health and safety of your students. That's free for anyone. You don't have to be a member to access those. Also, starting on Monday nights, we're doing a four webinar series about amplification and sound systems. Okay, this is probably the number one thing that's stressing band directors out right now. How do you figure out, can I afford it? How do I upgrade what I have? How do I get something that I really need? How do I figure out what I need? And then how much do I really need? I don't want to get taken advantage of. How do I figure out what microphones to use? What's going to be happening in the future? All these topics are going to be addressed in a 4-webinar series starting Monday night with Evan Brown and Matt Jordan and Matt Black from Marian Catholic about setting up. The first topic is getting the most out of an affordable sound system, which is really what band directors want to know. So that starts on Monday night. And then on Wednesday night, we start a 7-webinar series from Color Guard EDU and the wonderful Courtney Mills, who is doing a whole series. I've got to tell you, she has amazing topics and amazing people. Starting on next Wednesday, Brian Wynn, one of the best guard instructors and designers out there. I met Brian when he was first starting, and I got to tell you, it's been so amazing to watch what he's done and how talented he is. He's talking about technique with your color guard members, which is where we are. This is where our brains need to be right now as we're starting the season. So that starts on Wednesday night, and there's a whole series of those color guard webinars that are also going to be available. We're in the process right now of putting all that information and those webinars up on the site. So go there, check it out at marchingartseducation.com. You can start signing up for those later today. So if you're a member, you get access to all of those for free, and your staff too if you sign up for the staff membership. Or you can pay for them, and like I said, the fitness membership is free. So all this is going on, super excited about it. The main thing I wanted to tell you today, the new Marching Roundtable podcast membership is available. The podcast that's out right now, me talking to Dr. Mary White, we talk about the new membership. So if you want to find out more about it, you can listen to the podcast that's been released today, or go to marchingroundtable.com, click on podcast membership, and you'll see all the information about how to sign up, what you get for signing up, and how, of course, how much we appreciate you supporting the podcast. That's what I'm talking about today. Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks for being a supporter of the podcast. So excited to start another year of sharing great information, my personal mission, getting the information that people need to do better, to enjoy their work more, to be more successful. I mean, you can have a better season by making yourself and your staff more valuable, by learning a few new things. I have always said, one great idea can change your whole life. This is something we've heard from many experts over the years, and it's true. And I believe that if you watch a webinar and you get one really great, helpful idea that you can implement that day with your group, you're going to improve your season just for watching a webinar, or for having a staff member watch a webinar, or for listening to a podcast. So that's why I'm sharing this information. I really believe in it. Thank you again so much for watching. Thanks for your support of the podcast. Very excited about 2019. Here we go. Lots of great new content. Thanks, everybody.